Welcome to another interesting episode of Arts Workshop with Eliel Otote. And today, I will be your host and your teacher. My name is Ajibola, but most people know me as SPIFF from the Johnsons, and I will be discussing the topic characterization in acting using SPIFF, the character, as a case study. Now, before we begin to proceed on understanding the characterization around the SPIFF character, I would like to shed a bit light on what the term characterization means. Characterization simply means the act of portraying someone or something in a particular way. It can also be described as the characteristics of a particular person or a particular character. Now, for every film that we watch, every movie, every play, we have an array of characters, and these characters come with certain characteristics, certain features, and it is the responsibility of the actor to portray that character not in himself but in the demands of what the character demands. I'll explain that to you. If you find someone who is generally a quiet person but is called to play a role of a loud, arrogant, crazy person, that person has got to leave the shores of who he is and understand the mindset of what the character wants and enter into the character to be able to portray it properly and give a credible performance for the play. Moving forward, when I was given the role of SPIFF in the Johnsons, there wasn't any particular characterization around it. We just knew that he was walking around with a Bulu the bully and probably was an unserious student. But because of my background and knowledge in film acting, in studying films generally, I had the responsibility and did the work of creating the characterization around that character. And luckily for me, it was just around the time I came from acting school. So my head was still boiling hot, and I sat down and decided to just work a few things around it. Now, in understanding characterization, there are certain things which every character can play with, which every actor has, tools in his hands to be able to depict and portray the character well. We know actors have, the face, the voice, the body gestures, walking postures, and just generally different tools, different features of your body which you can use to portray any character. And so for the SPIFF character, unlike the way I'm talking now, I had to start sounding like this. So that was the voice I used for that. I also started thinking of how I wanted the facial structure to be. A lot of people don't know I even got the face from Tom and Jerry. If you watch Tom and Jerry, you see the way Tom does his face a lot of times. And so that was where that idea came from me. And then I portrayed that. Also, I wanted to do something significant that would register in the hearts and minds of people. So I coined up this hand gesture, which has over time now become my signature wherever I go to. How do you end up doing your hand like this? Is your hand paining you? No, it's just something I put up, practice over time, because to enter a character, you don't just go into it in one day. It's something that even well-trained Nollywood actors sometimes take years to get into character. So I went over time practicing day after day, looking into the mirror, ensuring that I could get all the acts right. And when I was ready, I just walked up to the director. When I was ready, I walked up to the director and I was like, this is what I have. Can I try it? And he was like, sure, go ahead. And from the first scene I gave that performance, I already knew it was going to be something that people would fall in love with. And so here's my advice to y'all that are interested in acting. Whenever you're going to play any character, please make sure you take time to study the character and get creative on how to depict that character. Oh, I'm to be very honest, I am someone that is really inspired by Mr. Eliel Otote. Not just because we have worked over time, but because I'm I've respected his craft. He's been in the industry for quite a while and has worked both home and abroad. And most importantly, his initiative and his ideas towards helping people to grow is something I admire. So this initiative is a very wonderful one. I advise a lot of people that are interested in acting to get in tune with this, and you'll be surprised how far you grow with this program.